Hi, World Anime back at you with guest of honor, Wendee Lee, known for voicing Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop and other roles. Any other favorite roles that you may have?
Oh, I have a few. Umi from Magic Knight Ray Earth, TK from Digimon. I'm doing some really fun stuff now. I'm doing a character on Van Dread. I'm doing Miruru on I'm Gonna Be an Angel. I just did a really cool game. I've got two, Alpine Racer, and then the one I did yesterday was called, it'll come to me in a second, Soul 2. What is it called? Let me think about this one, and I'll come back to that.
Sure thing.
No problem. And also, I had a really good part on Soul Bianca, and also the Big O, and of course Outlaw Star, and several others.
You're a fan of anime at first, am I correct?
I am a fan. I have become a big fan. I'm big into buying merchandise now. I like to have little souvenirs from my different characters and parts.
So how did you get started into voice acting?
I had a very lucky break. I was fortunate. I was involved with a friend of mine who was doing live sound by day, and he would do big sound production for big rock and roll acts. And then when he was in between work, he would do engineering for post-production, which is what we do, ADRs in post-production. And they were doing auditions for a little show called Robotech. And he said, come on down and watch. And so I watched, and I was watching different people audition, and I was jumping out of my skin thinking, this is something I can do. I really want a chance. And one of the actors didn't show up for their audition, and they had a hole. And they turned around and said, well, does your friend want to audition? And I said, yes. And I jumped in and auditioned, and I got the part of Vanessa, one of the Bridge Bunnies.
So what makes you go to anime conventions?
I like to be in touch with the fans. It's really all about the fans for me. I don't get much contact or feedback in the recording world. It's a very alone, lonely place. We record one at a time, and we don't ever get very much contact with one another as actors, much less the fans. And I've just very recently, just in the last 3 years, have found out that there's this growing beautiful fan base out there, and now that I've had some contact with them, I really like being a part of that and promoting the different shows that we're working on.
Do you watch anime now? Is there like a favorite series that you have at this point?
It's always the show that I'm working on now that I'm watching the most. I'm directing Love Hina right now, and and I'm doing the character Sue. So Sue is very crazy. She's a silly little monkey girl. So that's my favorite show right now because that's the one I'm working on the most. But I am also recording Gatekeepers, and I'm doing Ruriko on that, and I'm also doing Mini Goddesses, and I play Erd on that, and that's a blast. It's a really funny version of Goddesses. Erd, she's a very strong voice. She always has something powerful she wants to say. So that's kind of my favorite stuff right now because that's what I'm really consumed with.
I am frightened by Erd. How do you like Animagic so far?
Oh, it's so nice. This is my first time here, and I heard about it last year, and I got to visit the website, and I thought that's something I'd really like to support and be a part of. And I like to be a part of the different anime conventions that are in California because I'm flying all over the country now to go to other conventions, and I thought, well, what better than to support the ones that are right here at home? So I'm having a great time.
Don't get mad, California. What's your favorite convention or city?
Well, of course I don't have any favorites, but well, the truth is the first one I ever went to, other than a Robotech-Con that they had in Anaheim, that one was great because it was my first experience. But the place I've been the most received, most well received, probably, and had the most the most encouragement was the one in Florida, the Anime Orlando. They've just been incredibly great to me, and I've been there twice. And then I had a great time at the big expo in Chicago. And I wanted to be a part of the Big Apple one in New York, but they had already they're already over budget for guests this year, so I have to wait till next year. But I really like to go to New York and support New York, especially now more than ever. But I love the ones in LA. Come on, the ones that anything. The big Long Beach one was great.
Okay, have you ever had a problem with fanboys?
No problems. No, not yet. I've gotten a couple proposals in the mail, and then I had to tell them I'm already married. But
sorry, guys, she's taken already, and too bad for me too.
I got a lot of love still. I got a lot of love to give. There's a lot of love out there.
Yeah. So will you come back next year?
They haven't asked me yet, but I'm sure this would be something that would be fun to do again.
Okay. So anything you want to say to the fans, to the viewers of World of Anime?
You guys rock. I mean, anime fans are the best. I didn't even know it was such a great, big, growing population. All I can say is right on. Keep it coming. We got so much for you coming up. We got some big surprises in store, and I'm looking forward to meeting more of you.
All right. So you guys, I just talked to Wendee Lee. I'm sure you guys are so jealous of me right now. Cassie, thank you.
Bye. Peace
Yeah,
out.
we'll have more from Animagic later on.